President Obama is, at this point, a white president in blackface.
Oh,
Black
wow.
America would have done much better with a white president. Look at the numbers.
All right.
President Obama, you have let us down tremendously.
The election of Barack Obama as President of the United States was supposed to be a true turning point in American race relations. Well, it's been that and maybe more, certainly not in the way many people hoped for. Instead of racial tolerance, there is more racial anger not seen since the 60s. And according to one well-known actor, comedian, and chairman, chief executive officer of the global media company Entertainment Studios, it's largely due to that white president in blackface. Byron Allen joins us here on the Hard Line. And Byron, I know that you haven't backed off one bit since you said that, and I'm curious if anybody from the White House has reached out to you since.
No, I have not heard from the White House. I would like to sit down and talk to President Barack Obama. I'm a big supporter of President Barack Obama. I've given him quite a bit of capital to go from being Senator Barack Obama to President Barack Obama 2 terms. I've been to many $40,000 couple dinners. One of those $40,000 couple dinners, I gave him a letter and I said, Mr. President, we need to address these issues. That was 2.5 years ago. He said, I'm going to get in touch with you, and he did not. And he told me, and I also brought it up again in front of the audience there. It was a small group of people at the Fig and Olive that was organized there. And he said, Byron, you talked to me about that, and I'm going to reach out to you. He lied to me, and he did not.
All right, now, wait a minute. Hang on one sec, because you said he lied to you. Now, there you go. That's pretty strong right there. That's got to be how you feel, because certainly you've given him an opportunity. You want him to reach out. And this is all over the comment he made about thugs in Baltimore that really got you fired up here. So what's he hiding for,
that was before,
Byron?
This was 2.5 years ago.
That was 2.5 years ago, but recently.
That was 2.5 years ago. Then I went to another $40,000 couple dinner at George Clooney's house, and I said, I'm still waiting to hear from you, Mr. President. Now you fast forward to what happened when he said those young men in Baltimore were thugs and criminals. And I'm not condoning violence in any way, shape, or form. I was taken aback by that. I found that he's consistent in reprimanding black men, but he says nothing to white men. And when I looked at those kids in Baltimore, they're not thugs and criminals. Why don't you make sure that they get access to a proper education before you call us thugs and criminals? Make sure we get jobs before you call us thugs and criminals, and make sure we get access to bank loans so we can buy homes and increase the value of our businesses and hire people in our community before you call us thugs and criminals. He knows we don't have access to capital. He knows that our education isn't good enough to get out of high school or to sustain in college, to stay in college. He knows that black unemployment has increased under his leadership, and it is double and 50+% in some categories of the black community. And this is a national crisis. The black crisis is a national crisis. And you are the president of the United States. You need to achieve economic inclusion for all Americans, including African Americans, the furthest left behind. And your numbers in the African American community are completely unacceptable.
Let me do this, Byron. I got about 90 seconds left here, and I want to make sure I get to this then. Why is the president then hiding from you, in your opinion? Why then has he failed so badly to represent the black American?
He seems to do that all the time. I mean, look at what he did with AT&T and Randall Stevenson. They got caught calling us. That's what they got caught doing. Aaron Slater and AT&T covered that up. And the board of AT&T, Randall Stevenson, covered that up. You're going to let AT&T become the most powerful telecommunications company, television company in the world, and you're not going to hold them accountable? I need the Justice Department. I need Congress. I need the FCC to investigate AT&T for racial discrimination. You've caught them. I don't need to investigate soccer. We don't care about corruption in soccer. They're killing us in the streets and they're killing us in the boardroom. Why don't you investigate AT&T for racial discrimination, calling us before you let them get bigger, President Barack Obama?
And let me ask you this, Byron, 30 seconds I have left. The president is soon going to be gone. Will you then put another Democrat in office to follow him?
No, I don't like Democrats or Republicans. I don't like politicians. I love America. I want America to be stronger. I want America to be bigger and better. See, we're competing against the world. We're not positioned to succeed. We're only 327 million out of 7 billion people. In China, they have 200 million kids in college. 2/3 of our population in America is in college over there. We need to make America stronger. We don't have enough intellectual capital and engineers to maintain our national security. Politicians are nothing more than temporary hired help. I'm not interested in any of them. I want a better America, a stronger America, and I want it now.
It
You
is
promised
indeed.
us hope and change. We've gotten disrespect and we've gotten disappointment.
It is indeed well put, Byron. You say what a lot of people are thinking here, a better America. Thanks so much for being with us, Byron. We appreciate it. And
Fix it
stay with
now,
us, everybody. The fastest 60 minutes in news, The Hardline, continues.